Hey everybody, today we'll be going over FizzBuzz, the most common JavaScript interview question. I mean, you'll see this thing if you go to coding boot camps, if you go onto tech forums, Glassdoor, interview reviews. It really separates the men from the boys, you know? So if you're going to want to pass that JavaScript interview, you need to have this under your belt. Let's get started. Today I'll be using the Sandbox text editor here. That's a part of just Eloquent JavaScript. It's a wonderful book that was released for free to the public recently, semi-recently, and it basically just overlays the entire language for you step by step. And they even have these fun little activities here, like FizzBuzz. So what is this strangely named question? Basically, FizzBuzz just asks you to write a program that shoots out, numbers from 1 to 100. If it's a multiple of 3, it should print fizz. If it's a multiple of 5, it should print buzz. And if it's a multiple of 3 and 5, print FizzBuzz. So I think maybe you will figure this out. The first thing to do is to make a for loop. Now, any good for loop will have a variable. Ours will be equal to 1. All right, and remember it's 1 through 100, so we'll make I less than or equal to 100. And of course, I plus plus. Next step, we need some if-else statements. So if, remember the first number is 3, if I modulus 3 equals 0. You may be wondering, what is a modulus? It's basically computer talk for what is the remainder. So 3 goes into I, and there's 0 remaining. That means that 3 is a multiple of whatever that number I is, 1 through 100. So we're also doing this for 5. And double ampersand in JavaScript means and. I modulus 5 equals 0. Same thing. Okay. Don't forget curly brackets, and we'll console.log this to print out FizzBuzz. Whoops. Hold on. Struggling here. Not used to this editor. All right. Don't forget to end with a curly brace, and on to the next if-else statement. Now, next in JavaScript, you got to go to else if. So we're going to do 3 now. I modulus 3 equals 0. And this console.logs only fizz. Curly brace. Now you're going to start to see a pattern arise, because we're going to do the exact same thing except with a 5. 5 will console.log buzz. FizzBuzz. So curly brace. And then finally, we'll end this with an else. And the else will console.log simply I. And I represents all the numbers that aren't divisible by 3 or 5. All right. Let me get a quick overview to see if I did everything okay. Let's run it and find out. I'm going to hold my breath. Hey, it worked. All right, print it out, FizzBuzz. See, 3 fizz, 5 buzz, number like 15 at FizzBuzz. So cool. There you are. Hopefully you learned something. Oh, and one quick takeaway. If I were to say, for example, just do something simple like replace the I with a 1 and then run it, it'll just completely crash because it just enters an infinite for loop. And that's a mistake I see all the time. People actually put like a 1 there instead of an I. Don't do that because it'll crash your browser. So anyways, thanks for tuning in. I hope you guys learned something. Again, Eloquent JavaScript. It's free. I would at least check it out. Have a good one.